How does a family search for their missing teenage daughter end in a discovery so devastating it shatters their very foundation? The case of Mia Campos, a 16-year-old who was 7 months pregnant, reveals not only a horrifying crime but a betrayal that unfolded right under her family's trusting eyes. As layers of deceit were peeled away, the horrifying truth exposed a killer shockingly close to home.
Feel her hands, and she was already cold. So it's like, man, my baby's gone. My first reaction is like, God, I put her in your hands. When I saw her, I kind of knew that she got killed. I mean, you can tell right away because Mia, that was nothing wrong with her. I mean, her health, it was 100%. That was nothing wrong with her. So when I saw her, it's like, man, they killed my baby.
On the night of July 14, 2024, in Loganville, Georgia, 16-year-old Mia Campos stepped out of her family's home for what seemed like an ordinary outing. A neighbor's doorbell camera captured her leaving, but she would never return. By the next morning, concern turned into panic when Mia's family couldn't reach her. Frantic, they used a location tracking app to trace her phone. What they found instead of reassurance was a scene of unimaginable tragedy. Mia's body was discovered just 2 minutes from her home, in a wooded area. She had been murdered, and her death, as confirmed later by an autopsy, was caused by asphyxia due to neck compression. Compounding the grief was the fact that Mia was 7 months pregnant, and her unborn child also perished. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. The air of Loganville grew heavy with sorrow and whispers of who could have committed such a heinous act. As family and friends rallied around Mia's devastated parents, one person stood out for his seemingly genuine concern. Her ex-boyfriend, 18-year-old Jesus Monroy.
I was the last person to see her alive. She told me that she was going to go with him to Quick Trip, which was a normal thing. I mean, they would always go somewhere. They would go eat or they would go to the appointments. But for some reason, before she left, I had kind of a bad feeling. But I didn't really want to think much of it because, he would always pick her up in front of the house and they would just leave from there.
Monroy had been a part of Mia's life, and despite their recent breakup, he helped the family search for her. He expressed shock at her disappearance, standing beside her grieving loved ones as they sought answers. But his composure cracked under the weight of scrutiny. Detectives quickly identified inconsistencies in his statements. While Monroy initially denied any involvement in Mia's disappearance, evidence began to tell a different story. He had been one of the last people to see Mia alive. Investigators found his attempts to create an alibi riddled with contradictions. As police delved deeper, they uncovered disturbing details about the couple's relationship. Monroy had reportedly expressed frustration over Mia's pregnancy. Their breakup had been fueled by his resentment toward the responsibilities of impending fatherhood, leading to escalating tensions in the weeks before her murder. Monroy's alleged role in Mia's death became undeniable when detectives tied him directly to the crime scene. Charged with malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, and feticide, Monroy now faces the weight of the law. Mia's father, Eduardo Campos, later revealed his suspicions. He didn't even cry for her or the baby. That told me everything I needed to know. He didn't want them from the beginning. Eduardo's heartbreak has only strengthened his resolve to see justice served.
She was already gone. And he was. I can admit, I still got her picture when I found her. And it hurts. It was my baby. It was the last. I got 5, and she was the baby.
Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. In an unexpected twist, Monroy was granted a $50,000 bond in August 2024, much to the dismay of Mia's family.
I hereby grant bond in the amount of $50,000. The special conditions of bond include that he have a GPS ankle monitor. He's to remain at his address, which is his home address, to be included in the order. And he's only to leave for medical appointments and appointments with his attorney. He's otherwise to be on site of the residence. He's to have no contact.
Placed under house arrest with an ankle monitor, Monroy has been ordered to remain home and have no contact with witnesses or Mia's grieving family. Mia's story has resonated far beyond Loganville. She was a bright, caring young woman, excited about her future and the arrival of her baby. Her family described her as someone with a big heart and a fierce love for life. That her life, and the life of her unborn child, were taken in such a brutal and senseless manner has left the community searching for answers and grappling with the magnitude of the loss. Mia's case has also highlighted the complexities of young relationships and the potential dangers when conflict escalates into violence. Her family, now advocates for change, hopes her story will serve as a warning to others about recognizing the red flags in toxic relationships. As Monroy awaits trial, the Campos family continues their fight for justice. For them, it's not just about punishment. It's about honoring Mia's memory and ensuring her story isn't forgotten. Her father, Eduardo, summed up their determination. "If he's guilty, I'm going to make sure he pays. We've already lost Mia and her baby. We won't lose the truth." This case, hauntingly tragic, leaves behind a grieving family, an unborn child who never had a chance at life, and a community forever changed by Mia's untimely death. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos.